Good morning. Dr. John Taylor Kent here. This show is going up on my main channel, Dr. John Taylor Kent. It's early in the morning of the 20th. I haven't had a chance to gather my thoughts very much. Didn't sleep very well. I am going to entitle this, I'm going to point out a sociopath to you, a sociopath that's in the public. It's been in the public for a while, and I recognize this fellow when I first saw him testifying before Congress. I watched him, his mannerisms, and I watched his involuntary musculature rippling around in his facial structure, which is a major tip to me that I got a nutcase. I got a personality disorder in front of me. And it usually indicates great anguish in the subject. And I can sometimes simmer these folks down a little bit. But with some of them, it's just not worth the stress and strain on me. It's too rough. Now, I don't mind doing combat psychologically. I don't mind going into dark places, so to speak. I don't mind melding with a son of a bitch who's just off his rocker and bringing him back to sensibility. I can do it. I've done it. But it's not easy. And it's always taken a toll on me. Now, this one might take a toll on me because I'm going to go public with this. But I have to. Doesn't matter what happens to me. The fate of the nation hangs in the balance. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be surprised when I tell you I don't really like Mr. Trump very much. I don't think he's a statesman. I think he's a wheeler-dealer. However, he seems to have been able to make a bit of a crossover. I also know that he was definitely blessed and chosen by Creator Father Yahweh. We got a little bit of a reprieve. It wasn't enough. The man who I want to finger for you this morning is Peter Strzok, the CIA agent. The FBI is just a cover for this jackass, and the FBI goes along with this stuff. He's working for John Brennan. Him and Barack Obama, Susan Rice, James Comey, Christopher Wray, several other major players have committed treason against the American people. And they have destroyed what little was left of our republic after a couple of centuries. Most of the destruction of the republic occurred in this last century. But Peter Strzok has had one goal, and his job, as assigned, was to go after Mr. Trump. And he succeeded. The problem is that if we don't stop this group, this real insurrection, these Kabbalists, these evil people, then it's over for the United States of America and the little guy around the world. Because we're the only ones that are in between these sociopaths and this jackass. This in the world, I'm sorry. We're the only ones stopping these guys. The problem is we've allowed all kinds of conspiracies to be hatched from our shores, which I believe is illegal. I think that when you decide you're going to take a country down from inside the shores of the United States of America, I think we've got laws against that. Pretty doggone sure. And we let that happen. And in case you're wondering, there was a man named Schiff who set a lot of this stuff in motion. And Mr. Schiff was a very powerful man. He was upset when President Taft would not honor his campaign promises on which he and his tribesmen dedicated themselves to getting Taft elected president. Why did they want Taft elected president? Because they wanted to topple Russia, the Tsar of Russia. And they did. They planned it from Manhattan. Go and watch the videos of Peter Strzok testifying before Congress. And look at him almost wreathing in his seat. You would wonder, what am I looking at? Am I looking at a man? Am I looking at a demon-possessed man? I almost put this on my other channel, Awakening Israel, because I think this is almost a demonic possession sort of thing. You know, these things between what was written in the Bible and mental health and the field of psychology, they do overlap quite a bit. So basically, what you have is Peter Strzok and everybody around him trying to get the documents back to prove that, so that he will not be shown to be the mastermind behind, what did he call that? Something hurricane, in which he went after. He launched it 3 months before Trump was elected. Folks, there is no republic. I'm going to be doing more videos. I'll explain how to get the republic back as best I can. I think that's my mission. My other mission, which I really think is the main one, is to turn 5% of our nation into Bible readers. Why 5%? Because that's about what it took to win the American Revolution, which was not a rebellion. It was not a revolt. It was a revolution coming full circle, a return to self-rule. Yahweh Creator Father does not bless rebellion. And right now, what we have for government merits a rebellion. But the problem is you and I can't do it. We can only turn to our Creator Father Yahweh and beg Him to intervene. And He's not going to listen to us. He's turned His back on us. He has judged us. He's ready to nuke us. He's tired of us. We've become Sodom 2.0. Yes, we have the evidence. We have a crystal found in the ruins at the blast level, the layer of destruction in that tell that turned out to be Sodom over there north of the Dead Sea. Don't you tell me where it is. I'm tired of people lecturing me on stuff they don't know about. We excavated that tell more than 10 years ago, and there was a crystal in it, and they hauled that crystal around to find out what kind of rock is this. I mean, it's a beautiful, big crystal. Crystalline rock. And of course, when the people at Sandia Labs got a hold of it, they demanded to know, where did you get this? Well, the crystals are only found at nuclear blast sites. And by the way, all the bodies in Sodom were oriented away from the blast site. So basically, Creator, Father, Lord, Yahweh, God, nuked Sodom and Gomorrah. So it really was hellfire and brimstone. If we don't be careful, and if we don't get our country back, it's going to happen here too. And at this point, I'd have to say we deserve it. What about you?